Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the English version of my prediction for the winners of UFC Fight Night. Jack de la Magdalena versus Carlos Prates, Perth, Australia. But before the welterweight bout, to figure out who is going to be next for the title in matters of Prates and who is going to remain number one for Maddalena. We're going to talk about that at the end. For now, we're going to go real quick because I also did this in French, so I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot about this now. But Cody Steele versus Don Marfan. I have Cody Steele as the winner. He is the underdog as of now, and he's probably going to stay the underdog. Don Marfan has the advantage in the reach. He has the advantage in the height. And I do think he has the advantage in the grappling as well as kicking. But when you look at the numbers, TKO Cody Steele could, knock his shit out. I still have Don Marfan somewhat confident. I would say good 40% confidence on this one. It could be lower. So Jonathan McAuliffe versus Tamba Garimbo. I'm less confident, but looking at the odds, I'll be trusting my pick of Jonathan McAuliffe. First of all, it was Don Marfan by decision. I think that was pretty obvious. If you looked at the numbers of his victories, percentages, I think Jonathan McAuliffe has that one in the bag. Um, I think they are setting up the Australians to win most of the fights. In the opposites of the Canadian Winnipeg fight night, that was fucking awful. So yeah, Jonathan McAuliffe by TKO. I believe in him. Ben Johnson versus Wes Schultz. Wes Schultz is an absolute victim of the game. He is gets brutalized. I only saw his last fight, and that made my entire opinion on him. That's why I'm going with Ben Johnson by TKO, just complete KO by annihilation. Because Wes Schultz, last fight I saw, he got hit a couple times, and I mean, of course, yeah, I didn't get hit by a fucking tall ass black dude like he did, but a couple hits, fucking folded. It was pinas. From here, look, it was penis. Penis. From far, it looks like fucking Oteba Gautier. I was like, all right, fair enough that he got knocked the fuck out. But no, he really folded after a couple punches. I mean, a couple gut shots makes you rethink what you want to do for the fight. But yeah, he got folded like a lawn chair. I think Ben Johnson finds a couple punches at range, and just Wes Schultz starts folding on himself, and Ben Johnson finishes the job at first round TKO. Colby Thickness versus Vince Morales. I don't think Colby Thickness is all that good. I don't think Vince Morales is all that good either, but I think Colby Thickness is going to squeeze out a fucking decision victory. A pretty boring decision victory. Like, I'm sorry, but he looks like he will give a boring decision. It might not be the case, but that's looking at the numbers. It will go to a decision. I can almost put my entire money on that. I'm almost certain that if I can make one prediction that I know will be right, is that this fight will be a decision. It's not that it's bad. I feel it. Now Jacob Malkoun versus Gerald Mearshot. Plus 700 underdog. If you want to make money, my guys, Gerald Mearshot is going to submit Jacob Malkoun in the second round. I am telling you right now. If everything was perfect, but yeah, no, Jacob Malkoun is going to take off his mere jaw. He's going to take his fucking mere jaw off of Gerald. It's going to be his like 20 fucking ninth defeat. 22nd defeat, and he's probably going to get cut, or he's probably just going to retire from the sport. At this point, that's what he should do. At his position, give up the gloves. Now, Junior Tafa versus Kevin Christian. I'm hearing so much about Junior Tafa, man. How are people believing in him? He might squeeze it out. Fine, yeah, sure. He might box his way out of there and knock the guy out, but 6'7", Tafa has a weight advantage a little bit, but the dude has a bigger reach, leg reach, taller, less losses, more wins. Bro, Kevin Christian is gonna style on him. Kevin Junior Taffa is gonna try to get at range, play with him. Well, not play with him, but try to get on the inside. He's gonna try to get in there. I wouldn't say blitz, but he's gonna try to have his moments, try to style on him. But I think Kevin Christian is just gonna keep our range, keep cool, fucking snap some kicks into that tubby little buddy. Not really tubby, but they're like both of them are. They look like two regular dudes. All respect to them. They could fucking fuck me up, but you know what I mean when I judge their physique a little, but like, I'm more so leaning on Kevin Christian because he's just a massive dude, and I think he's going to get it by TKO. Probably on the first round because I do think Tafa is just gonna get way overconfident. He needs the win. He doesn't just want it. He needs it. Now Cam Roston versus Robert Brycek. I both don't know them that well. I know Roston is a dog. I know Brycek is a dog. TKO. TKO Merchant, Sub Merchant. It's going to be a clash. Looking at the grappling, takedown accuracy, takedown defense. It's good numbers. Probably doesn't get taken down all that much if he has those numbers, or else he's fucking stellar, bro. Um, I'm seeing Brishek with a decision, or I'm seeing Roston with also with a decision, but I'm thinking more KO, TKO. I'm not sure. But I'm leaning more on Brishek. Brishek getting a decision out of there, but a tough fight. It's gonna be both of them gonna end up with blood on their faces. That I can assure you, just like the decision we're about to face, the brutal decision. Oh, baby, yeah, okay. So that's the main card coming up. Tai Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. Louis Sutherland, a legendary defeating streak, losing streak. Not that bad. I think it's just two in a row that he lost. Last against Pericic. Yeah, two in a row because he only got two fights in the UFC. Yeah, he's shit, man. Only seen probably like 40 seconds of glory of like, yeah, he might actually like Josh Holkett in the first seconds. You're like, Jesus Christ, yeah, okay, he might do it, and then it's as if, yeah, Josh Holkett gassed out in the first a minute and 30 of the fight. Like if he would have gotten knocked out after Curtis Blades once he threw back a couple counters. Taito Iwasa is gonna outblob the blob, uh, literally against anyone else. I mean, you could have put him on against another fucking somebody that doesn't belong in the UFC, but man, what a fucking state in the heavyweight. He was ranked not long ago. Taito Iwasa was remained ranked for a fucking while. It took like his fifth fucking loss to get unranked. And these guys are supposed to be right outside the rankings. Rankings. Jesus fucking Christ. Right outside of the rankings. And what are we doing, bruh? It's incredible that people were trying to pretend that Taito Iwasa didn't have an absolute masterclass of a bloodfest against Teixeira. Both of them. Teixeira didn't look good. He just landed some strikes. Tuivasa didn't, but it's crazy, man. It was absolutely embarrassing of a fight. Some people try to ignore it. I don't think Louis Sutherland is going to do any better than Teixeira. He's going to do much worse than him. And Teixeira almost got finished a couple times. So, and he's definitely in a worse shape than Teixeira is. So, Louis Sutherland by gassing out, cardiac arrest, first round, maybe second if he manages to get off the stool, and Taito Iwasa by TKO if it manages to stay on the ground. If it gets on the floor, the first person, I don't know, man. It might be the first fight in UFC history where two people end up getting on their back and having to get stood up by the ref. Fuck. Talking about blobs, Shamil Gaziev versus Brendo Pericic. Brendo's a dog. He's in a hell of a gym, hell of training partners. Hardest worker in the gym, not in the weight class. That's what I've heard from, I think Volk. I don't know. I heard it from somewhere. Trusted. Against Shamil the Blob Gaziev, that is all talked up. It's incredible, man. He probably had a one hell of a run outside the UFC, but he had only 3 wins in the UFC. Spread it out against, I would say, nobodies. I mean, guys that have skills, but not top fucking guys. Look, Acosta, he's good. I don't think he'll be he can be a champion, but he's not, championship level. I do think that Walter Walker could fuck him up still. He could Hail Mary submit him. I don't think Tom Aspinall would would let himself do get. I'll actually stop because leg lock is his only defeat without getting his fucking leg blown in two. Anyways, staying on the matter, Shamil Gaziev is gonna get fucked up first round, maybe second round. I do see it getting to a decision, but if it goes to, I don't see it going to. What am I saying? What am I saying? It doesn't go to a decision. Gaziev is gonna gas the fuck out, and Bredo Pericic is. I truly think that during the whole fight, he's just going to try to do Paulo Costa, Azamat Murzakanov 2. Want to know? Bam, bam. Just beating up these big fucking Chechen fucks, man. Fat asses. Old fat ass. I don't know how old he is. I think he's much younger than fucking Blob guy. Who is it? Azermat. Yeah, that dude is like 42 years old. What are you doing, guy? Shimil Gaziev. He's gonna get in there. Marwan Rohiki against, I forgot his name. I feel very bad about it. But the guy that got his jaw broken against him a month or and a half or two ago. Very impressive. Kept getting rocked during that fight. Kept going back at it like 4 times in a row. Kept fucking styling on the dude that got his jaw broken. The dude answered, stood his ground, made him go back immediately right after, goes back at it, gets hit again, goes back at it. Like, just to me, he proved his durability during that fight. Doesn't really have the KO power. He did break his fucking jaw. So I mean, what, you know, in the highest tier of the division, I wouldn't put any money on him. Not much, at least for now. But against Ollie Schmidt, 4-2 debut from the United States, short notice. You know, not even the advantage of being in Australia, like he has to travel for this. Um, Plus 500. I think, bro, Mearshot is fucking. Bro, what are we doing? I do think Mearshot has a biggest chance of winning than Ollie Schmidt. But you know, he might shock the world. He might shock the world. And talking about shocking the world, God damn it, Tim Elliott was plus 300 and more, almost 400 fucking underdog against Steve Erceg. Understandably so, because if it's stand-up game, I do believe that Steve Erceg has an advantage. But also grappling, I think it's going to be extremely competitive. Um, but I believe in my boy. I believe in Tim Elliott. I just do. I don't know why. To be completely honest, I've never watched any of their fights except the Pantoja one where Steve Erceg did fucking great. So, you know, I should, with all logic, I should go Steve Erceg, but I'm feeling Tim Elliott. You know, the allure of the underdog fucking got me. And talking about the underdog, one stat that didn't change whatsoever because he was almost a fucking 400 and it changed to 150 because a lot of talking about like, bro, guy, he's on a tear. Well, don't count him out. It's not the time to count. If it's somebody that gonna beat Steve Erceg, I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of. It could be a bunch of guys, but you know, Tim Elliott is definitely gonna do it. But speaking of underdogs, Benil Dariush, his fucking number stayed there, and I swear to God, it's not gonna stay. It even went up. He's going to lose by killing Sarkilled, by hate crime, by racial motivation. Killing Sarkilled is going to fuck him up by KO, by TKO, by whatever means he wants. I don't see it. I know I do see it go to a decision. It could go to a decision. But I do see him, Benil Dariush, getting rocked. You know. Uh, but bro, like veteran, I chose him. I went with him as a pick because just the veteran grappling everything. I do think he could have the advantage on the ground against Killian Salkill, but also just the brutal fucking losses that you have. You can't just get into this fight and expecting it to be just like your first one. You know, it's like you have much more on the line. Not only that, but like you expect. You've seen the worst like two, 3 times in a row. Like it's getting knocked the fuck out as quick as possible. And you know his fucking spinning kick, of spinning back fist. You know you're not gonna see it coming. But if you can, you do everything you can to not get fucking clipped. And I think we're gonna see a very careful Benil Dariush, but also very careless. Like he's gonna expect Killian. Killian's gonna know that he's not gonna get knocked out. He's not gonna want to get knocked out, and Benil's gonna know that Killian's gonna know that he's gonna stay on the outside. You know, I think it's gonna be a very interesting fight because Benil's gonna do everything he can to win, and Killian Salkill is I think truly in his mind he's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill this old fuck. Fair enough. The white hair doesn't help. Jack Della Magdalena versus Carlos Prates for Carlos Prates basically for the world title eventually. I mean, I don't think he would need to squeeze out another victory after that. He obviously against Ian Gary, but to be honest, if Ian Gary loses against Islam, Prates is probably getting the next title shot. It's probably going to be Morales versus Ian Gary. I think Prates is really going to just sneak. I think that's what that matchup is. It's just a sneak by, get all by these people, get right to the title shot, and maybe even let another guy get the title, and then Prates. I think Prates gets this, wins this, waits for the title. No matter how long it goes, maybe he's gonna fight before that, but I think that's what's for. Jack Della Maddalena, if he wins this, he's gonna have to fight fucking Morales, probably something like that. He's gonna have to fight another tough dude, prove himself again, and it's not gonna be anything near the power of Islam Makhachev on the ground. I think Jack Della Magdalena, it's a lose-lose situation for him, but of course he's got to win this. It's better for him than to lose it. But I do think positionally in this stacked of a division, I mean, I wouldn't say stacked, but there's a lot of people that are deserving to be on top, and that if he loses, he's going to get bumped down. I don't think just one. Let's check the rankings real quick, but I think Morales, for example, is going to skip him. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Bilal Muhammad, Morales, Gary. Yeah, there you go. I think if Magdalena loses, he goes to third. Gary goes, man, what the hell? Does Carlos goes into first one? Number one contender? Man, I don't know. That's gonna be very exciting. Very, very exciting to figure that out. Oh, oh, gotta get back in there. It's gonna be very interesting to figure that out. Who wins? Because the person who wins, it's gotta be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But you know what? If Jack wins, it's not gonna be as interesting because what are we gonna do with Carlos then? He's gonna go like one down one of the ranking and get matched up with somebody that he probably should get matched up now instead of Jack. I don't know, man. That's very interesting. I'm very excited for this matchup. Not only the fight, but to be honest, the fight is gonna be fucking. It's gonna be a banger. I don't think it's gonna be boring. But even if it is, just the place in the ranking, the implication of what that fight is gonna bring later on in the year, probably next year, probably after fucking Ramadan. Yeah, just what it's gonna bring to the table is just great. I really love it. Just like killing South Kill, gonna get ranked. If he wins, definitely gonna get ranked. Not just 15. That would be great to see in the lightweight division. Tim Elliott, fucking title run. That would be great if he won. Steve Erceg, getting back the victories, getting back in the win column. That would be good for him. I'm pretty sure he's off a loss, right? No, he's off a fucking win. Man, I really shouldn't do these fucking videos, man. It really just proves how much I know little. But no, I've bet money and I've made a little bit doing this, so that's why I've started making these videos. I enjoy doing them, and I imagine that nobody else is enjoying watching it because nobody is. Marwan Rahiki, it'd be nice getting to see him on his second fight in the UFC, see how he does it. I would really like to see Shamil Gaziev get fucking gassed and then blobbed by Brendo Pericic. That is not a blob. He's a fucking concrete heavyweight. I would really love to see Tai Tuivasa fuck up Louis Sutherland. You know what? I just would like it to. I just spat over the place. I would really like it to go to the decision. A flagrant, well, just a shitty ass fucking fight, man. A shitty ass fight. Both are gassed. It goes to the judges' scorecard. Louis Sutherland wins the first and probably the third round, like most definitely the third round. But then since they're on the trail, like like just a robbery. I want Tai Tuivasa by winning by robbery, and being so fucking exhausted and demoralized from that shit of a fight that even after victory he doesn't do a shui. That's that's my prediction for the night. That would be the. It's so sad. But like you gotta you gotta recognize, bro. Like, put this dude. Fuck, man. I don't know. It's as much disrespectful for having that dude in the UFC than like fucking trashing that dude for being in the UFC. You know. I think he deserves all the hate. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Cam Austin. Yeah, all of this is less. I really want Kevin Christian use his height. You know, fuck up Junior Tafa, get him out of the fucking promotion. I would really love Gerald Mearshot getting a submission win. I would really love seeing Wes Schultz getting fucked up and Don Marfan laying down on top of Cody Steele and winning the first fight, giving me my first right prediction. But all right, thank you very much. This was an incredibly late video for an event that's gonna happen in like less than 11 hours. So thank you very much. Have a good day, and I will be quicker on the upload the next time. Thank you.